I'll make adjustments on you. So we're gonna go into child's pose and just resting your knees wide, still on the mat. And child's pose. Yeah. Oh, I know. That's right.
I was doing happy baby.
Oh, you were doing happy baby. Okay. So child's pose, just go ahead and rest your forehead on the mat. Bring your hips down to the floor more, down to your mat. And just bringing attention to your breath as well. Either slowing it down, coming to that box breathing. So you're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4, and then repeat. And in your head, go ahead and start your box breathing and exhaling all of the sterile air out. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, holding 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold 3, 2, 1. Keep on going with that rhythm. If you're in that, still in child's pose, if you want to go a little bit deeper, go ahead and walk your fingertips up towards the top of your mat. Also exhaling, with each exhale, you come to the mat with your hips a little bit more. So just let your hips be heavier and heavier. And from here, let's go ahead and stretch out our QL. So we're going to, you're on the mat, so go ahead and walk your fingertips to the right side. Staying in child's pose, basically. If you have to come off your mat a tiny bit to get that stretch, go for it. But we're stretching the left side of the body right now. Making sure with each exhale, you just stretch a tiny bit more. Oh my God, this feels so good. Okay, and walk it back to center. Few breaths here. And go ahead and walk it to the left side now, stretching out the right side of the body. And bring it back to center. Few breaths here. Awesome. Let's go ahead and bring our, let's go ahead and come up to tabletop. Making sure that all of your foundation is correct. So let's go ahead and get our palms right below our shoulders. And you're doming out your shoulders, so you're gonna push your upper back away from the floor, but still keeping a straight spine. Making sure that your look is neutral as well. You're gazing down. Some of us tend to gaze forward, and that puts a little bit more tension on the neck. Good, just a few breaths right here, and then we're gonna go into some cat-cow breathing. Okay, then let's go ahead and exhale all the air out of our body. Now we're gonna inhale, cow, look up and bring your, arching your back towards the floor. Keep looking up, and exhale, push away. Arching your back like an uppercase A. Upside down U, there we go. And inhale, looking up. And exhale, arch your back, cat. And inhale. And exhale. Two more times, inhale. Awesome. You guys look great. And exhale. Push it all away. Hollow out right there. Push it all away. There we go. Go ahead and take whatever movements right here you want. Go ahead and, what I do here is roll the wrist or, sit back on the hips more. Rolling out your hips. Rolling out your shoulders, whatever you want to do. Just get our bodies a little bit more loose right here. And whatever you did on the right side, make sure to do on your left side and even it out. A couple more breaths right here. Okay, come back to a neutral tabletop position right here. And let's go ahead and curl our toes. And from here, make sure your neutral tabletop position, your gaze is down and a comfortable neck right here. Now we're going to push into our fingertips. Right here, we're gonna bring our, taking a lot of the weight out of the wrist. Let's go into bear pose. Hover the knees just above your mat, 2 inches. Making sure you're doming out your shoulders. You're hovering your knees 2 inches off the floor. Let's fire up those quadriceps right there. Just a couple more breaths right here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and go to a downward facing dog right now. First downward dog of the day, or your second or third, fourth, fifth, I don't know. But we're all here together, so that's amazing. Now go ahead and walk out your downward dog, or I say dance out your downward dog if you need to.
Oh. Yeah, I need extra help today.
Awesome. And then if you want to, so walking out your dog, meaning bringing your right foot down more, your ankle, stretching out those your calf. And for all of our anatomy people, your gastrocnemius. Stretching out those downward.
I went in. Jesus. What is happening to me?
No, it's fine. It's Sunday. We're doing good. Perfect. And let's go ahead and walk up our feet to meet our hands at the top of the mat into a forward fold right here. Go ahead and heel toe your feet out to the edge of your mat. Stay on your mat though. And we're just going to be in ragdoll position right here. If you need to, also make sure that you're taking the stress out of your hamstrings. If you need to bend your knees as much as you want right here. What you want right here is to release the lower back. You can clasp your hands, go side to side. Awesome. And let's go ahead and heel toe our feet to meet in the middle. Making sure that if you need to bend your knees, you're bending your knees right here. And go ahead and bend your knees, roll it on up, vertebrae by vertebrae, and your head's the last thing to come up, super duper slow. No head rushes this morning. Whew, awesome. Let's go ahead and bring your hands to prayer center, close your eyes. And let's go ahead and set an intention for today's practice. So today's practice, where you can, I don't know what you want to intend. Usually I intend, if I'm having a crazy week or something, is just to get through the practice and to do all of that. Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to someone. I'm going to dedicate it to my aunt. She's actually in the hospital right now with COVID. So I'm going to dedicate that she gets strength from my strength that I exhibit on my mat. And I'm going to send her that strength as well. So let's go ahead and start with our flow. So just bring your hand, go ahead and open your eyes and bring your hands up over your head. And growing taller out of your feet. Just grow a little bit taller, up, 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 up. Good, and let's go ahead and swan dive, forward fold. Making sure that you bend your knees right here if you need to. Right, from here, let's bring that right leg back into a lunge. Wide step back. Good. And also making sure that your left knee is right over your left ankle too, so it's a straight line. And your right ankle is right over, take a glance at it, it's right over your toes as well, so you're not turning out from anywhere, from your hip or your knees. So just get a little bit familiar with this. If it's your first lunge of the day, totally, you're gonna need some lubrication right there. Great, and let's go ahead and bring our left foot back to meet it in plank. Making sure that you're doming out your shoulders right here too. Strong plank, tight body is a light body. Make sure your booty isn't up in the air. Make sure your booty isn't sagging towards the ground. Super duper straight plank. Let's go ahead and take it through our flow. Down, chaturanga. Down, push it back up if you want to, and push down, and upward facing dog. And curl your toes, bring it into a downward facing dog. Good. Now, all the time you don't need to, but whenever you're in downward facing dog, I like to dance it out too, especially if there's fun music. So go ahead, it's your practice. And bring the right foot into the air, right heel into the air, your toes are facing down. And bring it right into a lunge. So your right foot in between your hands. Now the same as it was on the last side too. So making sure that your right knee is right over your right ankle. Amazing modifications there, see? And let's go ahead and bring your left foot to meet your right foot at the top of your mat. And bend your knees, roll it on up. Let's go ahead and bring your hands up overhead. And grow 1 inch taller all the way, keeping your heels on the floor. And then grow 1 more inch taller, out, 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 out. Good, and let's go ahead and swan dive, forward fold. Bend your knees right here if you need to. And let's take that left foot right back. So wide step back, all the way back to the back of your mat. Bringing it to a lunge. And go ahead and bring your right foot back to your left in a plank. Making sure that you're doming out your shoulders right here. So push away from the floor. Neutral spine right here. Or neutral neck. So you're not looking forward or anything. Go ahead and shift forward a tiny bit. And let's go ahead and take it down through our flow. Chaturanga. And come up, down. Meet me in a downward facing dog whenever you want to. And let's bring that left leg into the air, left heel, making sure that your toes are facing the floor still. And let's bring it into a lunge. Left foot between your hands. Let's bring the right leg to meet the left leg at the top of your mat. Good, and bend your knees and roll it on up slowly. Head is the last thing to come up. Good, wonderful, awesome, super duper slow right there. Let's go ahead and go up, bring your hands up into the air, overhead. Let's go ahead and clasp our fingers, releasing the index finger. Looking up, head drops back. We do back bend right here, so let's go ahead and bring those hips forward. You're going to go back, drawing a straight line on the ceiling to the back wall. Tiny sips of air here. Wonderful, come up and swan dive, forward fold. From here, we're gonna lengthen to look up. So whenever you're in this position, we're just gonna come here. Hands go on our shin, and you're just gonna create an L with your body. So you're gonna be doing like a flat back right here too. So coming here, lengthening, and then bring it back down to a forward fold. You can go ahead and meet me in a plank position, however you wanna get there. If you wanna jump back, step back. Perfect. Those look great. And let's take it to our flow. Add an extra push-up right here because you're strong and you can. And just meet me in a downward facing dog once you finish with all those push-ups. Making sure that if you want to dance it out right there, you go ahead and do so. Dancing it out, good. Awesome, Jordan. Great downward dog. Rose, awesome. Kate, hi. Wonderful, Panther. Let's take a few more breaths right here. Carmen, yay. Thanks for joining us, Carmen. Okay, let's take our right heel into the air. And bring it up a little bit more. A little bit more, good. Firing up those glutes. Let's go ahead and take your right foot, your right knee to your right elbow. And bring it back up. Send it back up to the sky more. Good, and bring it to your left elbow. And up. Go ahead and bring it into a lunge. From here, let's go ahead and get test our balance. So from here, let's go ahead and bring our hands to our hips. And we're just gonna hinge up at the waist. Good. So sinking a little bit more down into this, opening up that TFL, the tensor fascial lata. If you've been sitting down at your desk all week, this is a great stretch for it. Making sure that the back leg is straight. Good, let's go ahead and send our hands up into the air. Harnessing all this energy. The more energy you have right there, the more you'll feel it into your hands and arms as well. So, harness all that energy, good. Bring your hands to prayer position, and let's lower the back knee onto the ground, onto the mat, sorry. Now also, if you need to, sometimes, even for me, sometimes the surface can be really hard. If you need to have like a pillow or a blanket or a towel or something like that under this knee that's on the floor, go for it. It's your practice, whatever you choose. Let's go ahead and bring our hands up into the air, overhead. Clasping the fingers, releasing the index finger. Let's go ahead and look up. Head drops back, back bend. So we're going to send the weight into our knee, our top of the foot that is on the mat. Keep on going back. A little bit more back. Tiny sips of air right here. Keep on going. Good, and bring it up. And keep your hands up into the air. Let's go down, kneeling salute. Just touch the floor and come back up. Hands release to the ground. Let's go back in a lunge position, bringing that back leg up, back knee up from the floor. Good, let's send our right foot back into plank. Take it through your flow. Do 2 more push-ups if you want to. You can do it. Making sure that your elbows stay glued to your side right there, those tricep push-ups. Meet me in a downward facing dog. Let's go right into the left side. So bring your left heel into the air. Bring it back up more. Send it into the sky 1 more inch. Good, let's bring our knee to our left elbow. Bring it back up into the air. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Bring it back up. Heel into the air. Send it up into the sky more. Good, and let's bring it into a lunge. Left foot in between your hands. There we go. All right, let's test our balance. Let's bring our Hands to our hips. And hinge up. Good. Making sure that you're getting a good stretch in that TFL right there. These are hip flexors. Also, your psoas muscle is getting a stretch right here too. And let's bring our hands up into the air. Harness all that energy as well. All that energy is right there. So picture just a ball of energy just going crazy right there. And you're just trying to hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. So you'll have to flex everything right there. Flex your arms, delts, traps, biceps, everything. Just holding that energy. Holding, holding, holding it. Good. Let's bring our hands in prayer position. And let's lower that back knee. Good. And again, if you would need to get a towel to put under that knee, that's great. Let's bring our hands up. Clasp your hands, your fingers. Release your index finger. Looking up, head drops back. Back bend right here. So let's go ahead and draw a straight line to the back of the room. And your head follows. Keep on going. Sending all of your weight into that leg that is on the mat. Top of the foot. Good. Keep on going back. More back. And come on up. And, kneeling salute. Let's go ahead and down. Bring it down to the mat. And coming back up. Wonderful. Release your hands to the floor. And let's go back into the lunge. So curl your right toes. Get that right knee off the floor. And let's go ahead and bring your left foot back into a plank and take it through your flow. Awesome job, guys. Meet me in a downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands at the top of the mat. Plie and roll it up. Plie means bending your knees. That's a ballet term for you guys. So plie and then roll it on up. Good. Head is the last thing to come on up. Awesome. Perfect time for a water break. Go ahead and go get a sip of water. Be back here in 1 minute. What's you guys' water of choice? Is it water? Is it kombucha?
Vodka.
What do you guys have? Vodka. What do you guys have in your water bottles? Cold water, warm water, soda water, sparkling water?
No one will ever know.
Coffee? Right? Oh, awesome. Ooh, lemon water. There we go. Ice lemon water. Good. And just water. Perfect. Water is good. Plain Jane. Liz, you're crazy. Love it. All right, let's go ahead and start. Last flow. Let's go with just breeze through this one. And we're just gonna take it on home. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring to have enough time for Savasana at the end. We're just going to do a modified version of our third flow. So let's go ahead and bring ourselves to the top of our mats. And go. Let's go ahead and bring your hands up into the air and Clasping your fingers, release your index finger, head lifts up, drops back. And let's go ahead and take it to our back bend. Make this the best back bend ever. Love it. Keep on going back. Hips go forward, making sure that your knees are staying straight. Keep on going back, tiny sips of air right here. Good, and take it on up. Swan dive, forward fold. Go ahead and walk or step or jump back into a plank. Take it through your flow. However many push-ups you want to do here is up to you. Making sure that you guys know that you're strong and you can do as many as you want. Amazing. Look at all that strength, you guys. It's so cool. So meet me in a downward facing dog when you're done. Good. From here, let's bring our right leg into the air. And let's go and take it to a lunge. From here, let's go ahead and look back at our back leg. Your left ankle. Your left ankle, you're just going to put onto the floor. Good. And then you're just going to cartwheel your hands up, and it's going to bring you up to warrior two. Go ahead, let's do no muss, no fuss. Sink into that warrior two. Sinking into that warrior two. So it's gonna, this will help also with your tensor fascia lata on your left side too. It's a hip opener as well. Making sure that your alignment is correct and that your front fingertips are facing the front of the room. Back fingertips are facing the back of the room. As much as you can. If it's not there, that's where we're gonna get. Good, let's bring it up to star. And let's bring your hands into prayer position. Go to horse pose right here. So we're just sitting on top of our horse. Making sure that your pelvis, your booty is not sticking out, so it's not out here, and that's putting pressure on your back, making sure that you're tilting your pelvis under. Good. There you go. Go 2 more inches lower and hold there. Good. This right here is what we do in ballet. It's called second position, plie. So we're just holding this, saying hello to our quadriceps. Good, keep on there. And let's go back to star position. Good, and making sure, I love this position because then you just open yourself up to all the possibilities and you're telling the universe that you are just open and ready for the next possibility, next chapter in your life, and that you're ready to receive it. Let's go ahead and go back to warrior two. Sinking into that warrior two. This one right here, you want to get your front thigh parallel to the floor as well. Good, 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 good. You guys look great. Keep on holding it there till it changes your life. Sink into a little bit more. Making sure though that you're not tracking your knee over your toes. Making sure that your knee stays right above your ankle. Perfect. And let's go ahead and cartwheel the arms down, back to a lunge. And let's go ahead and bring that right foot back to a plank. Take it through your flow. However many push-ups you want to do right here, push yourself. Or if you're done, just move through that flow. Good choice too. Meeting in a downward facing dog. And let's go right into the left side, bringing that left foot into the air, left heel. A little bit more, to the sky. Good, and bringing it into a lunge. Good, from here, that right ankle drops to the floor. And let's cartwheel the arms up. Awesome, you guys are great. Now go ahead and sink into that warrior two a little bit more, trying to get the left thigh parallel to the floor as much as you can. If you're not there yet, that's where we're going. Good, let's come to star position. Opening up, having the world at your fingertips, just ready to receive everything. Prayer position, harness that energy. Let's go down the horse right here. Making sure that you're not tensing up in your shoulders, so bring your shoulders away from your ears. Standing tall. In ballet, in this position, they say to have a golden string. So the golden string is right above your head. So someone is just taking that golden string and bringing you taller, even though you're bending down. Good. Even though you're sinking down, but everything else is taller. From here, let's go back into star. Opening, asking for anything you want right here. Take a big, deep breath. Awesome, and let's go ahead and bring it down to warrior two again. Sink a little bit more into that warrior two. From here, let's cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Bring that intention that you brought back, that you brought to the beginning of class. Who is that person? What was that thought? Bringing that to the forefront of your mind as you do your last flow, and you push yourself with however many push-ups you want to do right here. Go ahead and bring your left leg back to a plank and take it through your flow. Push yourself. Take your time. When you're finished, meet me in a downward facing dog. Wonderful, Liz. Both Liz, both Liz's. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and walk your hands up to the top of walk your feet to the top of your mat, meeting your hands in a forward fold. Go ahead and plie and roll it on up. Plie is bend your knees. Good. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and take a seat. Let's go into seated position. With our feet all the way to the top of the mat. Good. From here, we're just going to reach forward and let's go ahead and take it down. Take it on down. Lower. Good. And keep on lowering. Little ab workout right there. Perfect. From here, let's go ahead and bring our right knee into your chest, hugging that knee. Go ahead and release and switch sides. So hugging that left knee. Go ahead and hug both knees now. Both knees into your chest. And what you're going to do is you're going to form a tight ball. So bringing everything in, your head in to meet your knees, bringing everything in, Hold it, clench it tighter, more tight, and go ahead and let it all out to our final pose, Savasana. Now, whatever your intention was, go ahead and bring that back to your mind. Awesome. And just allowing the mat to hold you. Imagining that you're just heavy and your mat's holding you. Whatever you have throughout your day, stress, exhaustion, know that you can always come to your mat and it's going to hold you. Go ahead and bring your attention back to the room, wiggling your fingers, your toes, getting some movement into your arms and your legs. Maybe a full body stretch, reaching up past the top of your head and full body stretch. There we go. And meet me in a seated position whenever you're ready as well. Cool. I want to thank you guys for practicing with me and my friend Deshawn. And let's go ahead and bring our hands to third eye center and namaste.
Namaste.